There are many other options besides foreign payments that we are contemplating. In the course of history, you find yourself at a critical juncture. People all throughout the world are hoarding trillions of money. Is it possible that Ripple may someday take Swift's place? It is unlikely that a large number of individuals will benefit from having XRP because they are not taking it seriously. There are around 1 million people throughout the world that have a significant amount of XRP and are looking forward to financial success. Take a look at this screenshot from 2013, which is quite ancient. 7 bitcoins were purchased by this individual for a price of $700. Their value is close to $400,000 at the present time. It is time for those who own XRP to take advantage of this moment, but it will be 10 times more significant than Bitcoin. And next I'll get into it in more detail. How come a quantity of 3,000 XRP is deemed to be an acceptable amount? I will elaborate on that. In spite of this is a much more important matter than the case at hand. There is a good chance that this information will catch you off guard. A nominal penalty was imposed as a consequence of the revelation that TD Bank had laundered billions of dollars with full knowledge. Once more, for what purpose? Hold on. I would like to check my notes at this time in regard to the offense of attempting to place limits on Bitcoin since 2014. Describe the reasoning behind Ripple's intended target audience. Having said that, you should pay attention to this press conference. On Wednesday, TD Bank entered a guilty plea to a number of different counts, included participating in a scheme to launder money and violate the Bank Secrecy Act provisions. In addition to this, TD Bank agreed to pay a criminal fine of $1.8 billion. Additionally, in addition to the civil enforcement proceedings that were also disclosed today by other authorities, the United States government will be imposing fines against TD Bank that are around $3 billion in total. TD Bank created an environment that was favorable to the expansion of criminal activity in the financial sector. TD Bank was a contributor to the expansion of criminal activity in the financial sector. With its guilty plea to the failures of the Bank Secrecy Act program today, TD Bank became the largest bank in the history of the United States of America. Additionally, it was the first bank in the history of the United States to ever admit to a money laundering conspiracy. Furthermore, this is the first time that the Department of Justice has ever punished a bank on a daily basis, and it is also the most severe penalty that has ever been levied in accordance with the Bank Secrecy Act. As part of the plea deal, TD Bank, which is the 10th largest bank in the country, would dramatically restructure its corporate compliant program at its branch in the United States. In addition, the bank agreed to a probationary period of 5 years and a monitorship period of 3 years. Despite this, the bank has begun the process of correcting the problematic situation. The organization has the intention of further improving and modifying its anti-money laundering compliance program in order to ensure that the bank's operations will continue to be lawful and secure in the future. The same Ripple that has been contacting regulators since before the bulk of people were even aware that blockchains exist is a good idea, despite the fact that the bank is facing a fine of $3 billion. Once more, what was the subject of the meeting that took place in 2014? In point of fact, the topic of discussion at the meeting in 2014 was how to properly control this industry. No, let's file a lawsuit against them for making an effort to comply with the regulations. Wouldn't you agree that this is exactly what took place? Now, allow me to go into greater detail on the entire amount of XRP that is now in circulation. It is not sufficient enough. What would be considered a reasonable amount to store? My perspective is that everything is dependent on the time horizon and the investment goal that you have. If you were to walk into a regulated sector, such as a bank right now, it would be the first thing that a financial counselor would come up with to discuss with you. What do you hope to accomplish with your investments? Can you take a certain amount of risk? Can you tell me about your period? Because of this is applicable to the ecosystem of cryptocurrencies, and it is anticipated that all institutions will continue to follow suit. Earlier, I indicated that they are the perfect Christmas present for your family that are interested in Bitcoin since they will all want one. This makes them the best present overall. Let's jump right in and have a look at this. The use of XRP will not be beneficial to everyone. Currently, you are browsing the accounts that are currently active. Each of the 5 million active accounts belongs to you. Roughly 4.3 of them contained a quantity of XRP that was lower than 500. As a result, we have determined that there are around 1 million different XRP bank holders who are currently active. As an additional point of consideration, keep in mind that these active accounts encompass multiple accounts that a single individual might have. For the same reason as you do, I have multiple accounts. We will assume that there are 5 accounts, which is equal to 5,344,288. Those 8 from the 288 could be in my possession. In the same way that a great number of other people do, you all have many XRP accounts. Despite this, a large number of people are under the false impression that it is too good to be true because there is so much XRP available. Moreover, the price is already so low that it is highly improbable that it would increase any further. The description of this scenario is entirely fake. The price of XRP is almost certainly going to reach double or maybe triple digits. However, take into consideration this perspective. With a total of around 3,026 XRP, these accounts account for approximately 10% of the total. In addition, if you are currently holding 3026 XRP and fall under the 10% threshold, it is quite likely that your investing objective is long-term. It is not a huge risk that you are in. Additionally, your time horizon is comparable to that of retirement savings, which is a combination that works well with the goal of your investment. To clarify, this is not a hostile expression at all. For instance, as a result of the influence of XRP, the current value of a bag that contains 3000 XRP is restricted at exactly $1,600. There would be a perfect alignment of all of these numerals, XRP, if you were to flip $1,600. Time is the only thing that requires to take place. In the near future, I will address this matter. In return, I will receive $1,600, and if the price of XRP reaches $10, I will continue to receive $30,000. When exchanged at a rate of $30, the XRP will be worth $90,000. In a manner comparable to the individual whose screenshot I had previously presented to you all, that individual presently possesses either $700,000 or $400,000, right? When you purchase $3,000 worth of XRP at $50, $151,000, $80, $251,000, $80, $242,000, and $100, you will receive $302,000. Although it might appear to be improbable, this is not the case, owing to the fact that the $100 XRP will only serve as the groundwork once everything has been released. Just take a quick look at this. I will provide you with this overarching concept. It is essential that you have a basic understanding of this idea. You did take note of the loudness every single day, didn't you? The price of XRP will be propelled forward as a result of this, which will produce the necessary liquidity. There will be more than $30 trillion in daily volume when everyone is on board, according to a conservative estimate that is on the low end. JP Morgan accounts for $10 trillion. About $6 trillion is managed by Citibank. FX market transactions amount to approximately $8 trillion. I could continue, wouldn't you say? You seem to understand that. On the other hand, you won't be able to produce another XRP, and another one won't materialize out of thin air, unless these infrastructures collaborate and create a level playing field, right? This is the point at which things are going to start to become more interesting. Once the daily volume reaches $1 trillion, we will see a 100% increase in the price of XRP, from $90 to $100. I would like for everyone to take that away. We anticipate that the price of XRP will fall somewhere in the area of $90 to $100, given that its daily volume is either $1 trillion or $1.2 trillion. Additionally, it is not too far away. The fact that we presently have $584 million is not a secret to me. Not even $1 billion has been reached by this point. You have my understanding. $1 trillion is a very long way off. Once the system is operating, it is almost impossible to get an accurate estimate of how quickly things will proceed. Not a problem? I think it's important for you to understand that. Additionally, it is important to be aware of the data that we have just gone over, which demonstrate that a relatively small number of people actually possess XRP. Taking a look at the rich list, it is possible to see that, in a general sense, there are individuals who possess more than 10,000 bitcoins. It is estimated that there are fewer than 200,000 people living on this planet. There are fewer than 200,000 people living on our planet, according to this estimate. In addition, let us take a minute to think about this in a practical manner. First things first, let's think about the likelihood that we are still living. The likelihood of being alive at this same moment is 1 in 400 trillion. 400 trillion to 1. There is more to that than simply accumulating cash. To do this, you must be successful each and every day for the rest of your life. The fact that you were born is not a coincidence. This location is not where you had planned to be. There is a purpose for your presence in this very instant in time in the annals of history. Both the fact that this community exists within the XRP army and the fact that we have a clear idea of what comes ahead are extremely extraordinary. Your congratulations are in order. This is the genuine stuff, if you will. You are not only one of the new people who have a better understanding of what is actually taking place, but you are also a part of this insane, chaotic, and rapidly changing moment in time. Only 200,000 of the 8 billion people who live on our planet have more than 10,000 XRP in their possession. That is equivalent to 0.0025% of the total population of the planet. In your lifetime, it is not as unlikely